small bodies, tiny hands, and the cutest faces imaginable. But don't let their adorable appearances fool you. Some are reincarnated souls with the memories of another life. Some have knowledge far beyond their years. And some are simply extraordinary children born to shake their entire world. From genius babies and powerful heirs to adorable little villains and future legends, today we'll be counting down the top 10 best manhwa, where the main character is a baby. The first manhwa is The Lord Baby Runs Romance Fantasy with Cash. After living a miserable life with no family, the female protagonist gets a chance to reincarnate into her favorite romance fantasy world, expecting a rich life with a handsome father and loving brothers. But the moment she is born, she is abandoned by her mother's family and treated like a servant. Refusing to accept such a pathetic fate, this tiny baby uses her knowledge of romance, novels, and a bizarre cash system that gives her money-based quests to survive. Soon, she reunites with her cold Duke father and her 3 older brothers, who gradually become completely obsessed with their adorable little sister. With funny missions, a money-loving baby who will do anything for cash, and heartwarming family moments, this manhwa is a perfect mix of comedy and wholesome chaos. The manhwa is ongoing with around 110+ chapters released. The second manhwa is The Baby Dragon Saves the Dukedom. In this manhwa, a fallen noble house once punished by divine beasts struggles to regain its honor. To save what remains, a determined young heir dares to summon an ancient creature, vowing to tame it no matter the cost. Expecting a fierce beast, he is shocked to meet Asil, a tiny, adorable baby dragon, calling him husband from the very first moment. Despite her size, the baby dragon provides immense help to the dukedom. Between absurdity and destiny, she must find a way to turn this unlikely bond into the salvation of her house. This manhwa is ongoing with 40+ chapters released. The third manhwa is Chick Class Hunter is Filial. This manhwa is an adorable action comedy manhwa that flips the dark dungeon genre on its head. The story follows Han Gru, a cute 4-year-old toddler who shocks the world by awakening as an S-rank hunter. Instead of using weapons, she crafts overpowered items using crayons, drawings, and toddler logic. Because she is just a baby, the world's strongest hunters are forced to become her overprotective babysitters, leading to a hilarious mix of dangerous dungeon raids and chaotic parenting. It is the ultimate wholesome, feel-good read with 70+ chapters available to binge right now. The fourth manhwa is I'm Being Raised by the Villains. In this manhwa, Cha Miso transmigrates into her favorite novel as Eileen Atom, a side character who is supposed to be thrown away by her family. She plans to quietly leave before her miserable fate arrives, but everything changes when the infamous and terrifying Erno Atom suddenly claims her as his daughter. Thinking she can just enjoy his wealth and leave later, Eileen soon finds herself surrounded by dangerous villains who surprisingly become obsessed with protecting and pampering her. From a crazy father to powerful relatives and future villains who all cherish her new life becomes a hilarious mix of adorable family moments, chaos, and unexpected love. The manhwa is currently ongoing with around 140+ chapters released. The fifth manhwa is I Become a Fool When It Comes to My Daughter. The story follows 25-year-old Lee Juwon, an unemployed young man who unexpectedly becomes a single dad to an incredibly adorable toddler after his uncle dies, and he discovers that his uncle had a daughter who had been abused. She was scared at first, scared at the sight of cigarettes and alcohol, and had a miserable childhood until she met him. Despite his lack of experience, he immediately morphs into a massive fool for her, meaning he is completely whipped, incredibly overprotective, and willing to do absolutely anything to make her smile. This manhwa is completed with 210 chapters released to the public. The sixth manhwa is Monster Duke's Daughter. When her mom goes missing, 3-year-old Lotta Lucia stumbles on a magic crest that transports her to the estate of House Frodium, one of the Empire's most powerful noble families. Little Lottie immediately recognizes Duke Damien Frodium as her dad. He is the so-called Monster Duke of demon descent. Once taken into the house, Lottie does her best to stay out of his way. But then she stumbles on a magic book that shows her a story about Duke Frodium's adopted daughter replacing his dead daughter named Lotta Lucia. Lottie is shocked, but also emboldened by the prophetic tale. If she is meant to die anyway, she might as well be her cheeky self and do as she pleases. This new Lottie wins over her demon dad along with his staff. But will she manage to stay alive and thrive as the monster Duke's daughter? It is completed with 150 plus chapters. Go check it out. The seventh manhwa is the youngest hides way too much. In this manhwa, a child soldier mage regains memories of a past life on the battlefield, only to realize this world is a novel destined for an apocalyptic ending. The solution seems simple: stay close to the story's hero and keep him alive at all costs. Things quickly spiral out of control. After a series of unexpected twists, the narrator infiltrates the Duke's household as the adopted youngest child. But the problem is the Duke despises mages and doesn't want a female child. How will our little baby save herself while finding the truth about her birth and her real parents? This manhwa is ongoing with 30 plus chapters released. The eighth manhwa is the youngest member filming a parenting show is adorable. In this manhwa, Chu, a bright and food-loving child who grew up in an orphanage, dreams of owning a pastry shop. One day she is suddenly chosen as an awakened candidate and adopted into the prestigious Pasayan family as Superdi Pasayan. While adjusting to her new life, she is invited to join a strange childcare variety show system where completing quirky quests from Spirit Kings makes her stronger. As she navigates her unfamiliar family, odd missions, and overly invested spirits, Superdi embarks on a heartwarming and chaotic journey of growth, saving the world with cuteness. This manhwa is ongoing with 28 chapters released so far. The ninth manhwa is Superstar from Age Zero. In this manhwa, the main character, who has been reincarnated as an alien being for countless times, then he is reborn as a human named Lee Seo Jun, and discovers the first life he buried with other students in the Library of Life beyond his memory. An actor who dreamed of his first life as a human being. The life story of an acting genius who strives to become a superstar following his first life. His motto: working beauty, crazy method acting. I will become a superstar that will go down in history. The manhwa is ongoing with 90 plus chapters released. The 10th manhwa is Please Give Me the Pacifier. In this manhwa, betrayed and executed by her pupil magician Hala, Salopia is reborn as the neglected infant granddaughter of a rivaling nation's duke. To make matters worse, her family doesn't remember her name, and the maids don't care what happens to her. But when she discovers that having her pacifier in her mouth can expand her mind, Hala uses that to her advantage to survive, get rid of those who stand in her way, and start plotting her revenge. Will Hala succeed, or will she wish she'd never been reborn? This manhwa is ongoing with 120 plus chapters released. Thank you for watching the video. Do share your favorite manhwa in the comment section. Have a wonderful reading journey. Like and subscribe for more such recommendations.